We can now speak with Maxwell Agbagba following Alan Sherman team for this campaign. Maxwell, where are you now and what can you report from where you are?
Aisha, we are currently running a traditional council where NPP Flagbearership for Alan Sherman has paid
NPP Flagbearership Alan Sherman has paid the courtesy call the traditional leaders here. What you can hear in the background going on, the introduction, preliminary remarks before the main conversation will begin. But just before Alan Sherman arrived here, we had some Alan Cart supporters, many of them wearing his T-shirts, coming here to cheer him on and also to welcome him to Sunyani. But we're grateful we are privileged to have with us here the spokesperson for the Alan Sherman campaign, Kyerematen Afeku. Kyerematen, welcome to join us.
Maxwell, thank you for having me, and I'm one of the spokespersons.
One of the spokespersons.
We are many.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Great. So we started from Kumasi. It's day 4, I want to believe. Day 4, yeah.
Yes, it is day 4.
Started from the Ashanti region and then Bono East region, Kyerematen, and now I'm here at Sunyani. I want to find out what's your assessment of the tour so far?
Humbly, we will say the frenzy is intoxicating. The people, the natural euphoria of yearning to see Alan Kyerematen as the leader is so gratifying and humbling, because from the minute we got down the airport through the streets of Ashanti region, his welcome by the indigents of the region was very overwhelming and also gratifying. That cements the loyalty and the long service of Alan Kyerematen to the party, and you could feel it. People kept chanting and giving him the welcome of, "We remember your work, we know who you are, it is your time." These are some of the nuggets of, and these are not rehearsed or people who are being coerced to say things. It came natural, and there were people who were actually crying just to see him in such good form and in shape for the job ahead. And I would say, on the whole, it's been extremely successful, and we are humble.
Okay. In the Ashanti region, he had a meeting with the regional executives. I'm sure you've seen some of the reports making the rounds that in fact, Chairman Wontumi was not, the Ashanti regional chairman of the NPP was not in that meeting. How's the Alan campaign team taking it?
Oh, it should be something that we put on the record that as much as Wontumi was not physically in the room, he gave tacit instruction to Mr. Champon, the first vice, to stand in for him. And there were media people in the room who picked that soundbite, that look, we're here because he has traveled, he had a meeting with us. Out of 17, 14 showed up, and it was him, the head, who had actually given his mandate to the first chair, Mr. Champon, who spoke extensively to that. So people can read the meanings into it. Wontumi is only one person. There are 17 regional executives. And in fairness to him, he did not boycott the visit. He actually left instructions that, look, due to 1 or 2 reasons, I'm in Accra, but I'd like my first vice and the rest of the team to meet you. And we had a very fruitful discussion. Remember, we all have one vote. Wontumi will have one thumb, one vote. And the 16 executives will also decide. But I would say on the whole, the regional executives, the welcoming they gave was befitting, and as is expected of regional team that is supposed to stay neutral. When an aspirant comes to your office, regardless of your biases, you receive him. So we shouldn't put too much emphasis on Wontumi not being there. He's, after all, one person. He traveled and he left instructions that they should welcome the gentleman off the soil on his behalf.
I'm sure you've also seen some of the reports, some of the surveys out there projecting that the Vice President, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, is going to win the flag bearership of the NPP. I'm sure the Alan Kyerematen campaign team has seen it. What do you make of those
we saw it and we swiftly went into full gear. We checked the background of this Sustainable African Initiatives that just came up last year, 2022. It tells you the substance of this research institution. The short end of it is it's bogus, it's fake, and it's a desperate attempt to whittle down the sweet welcoming boost that we got in Ashanti region. But these are friendly fires. But it's just that for media, it is very instructive that we do background check of research institutions. These are young people, according to our information, young people housed in somewhere in Leeds who set up a company. There is no traceable address, no traceable phone, and they don't have any track record. But then again, we've been through this game for the last 2 decades, and we've seen phantom research institutions spring up. But in fairness, what they came up with has been rebutted by solid track record research institutions, and even an admonishment to media that please always do the due diligence before we churn out stories from just overnight institutions.